Okay. Welcome. There is a practice that is held in very high esteem and importance in many Eastern religions, but also in philosophies such as yoga or Buddhism. And that is mindfulness, the importance of being mindful. And we can think of that as paying attention to things, doing things with more mindfulness, more attention. But there's more to it than that. The other part of it is to be able to observe the world around you, observe people, observe everything, but to be able to do it with compassion, but without judgment, not putting any labels on people or things, or we even do it sometimes to the rain. We get mad when it rains, and it's kind of nothing we can do about it. But also, too, it's more about not being attached to any specific associations with what happens around us, to be an impartial observer. So let's see if we can practice some deep mindfulness as we go through this practice and through our week ahead. Close your eyes, come inside, and bring your attention to your breath. Notice your breath. Feel how your body changes shape every time you breathe. When you breathe in, it gets bigger as it fills up with air. It contracts, gets smaller as you exhale. Now begin to deepen your breath, filling your lungs all the way up. Big deep breath, and hold that breath for a count of 2 or 3, whatever works for you. And then exhale slowly, long, slow exhale. Long, slow exhale. When you're completely empty of breath, hold that emptiness for the same count that you just did. And then continue that cycle, inhaling and holding for 2 or 3, exhaling slowly and holding the emptiness for a couple of counts. And begin to return to your natural breath. And open your eyes. And you'll stay in your seated position. My leg is extended because I'm nursing a unhappy shin muscle here. So imagine I have 2 legs crossed. Send your left hand out to the side, bend your elbow, right arm alongside right ear. Reach with your right fingers. Reach Drop your left shoulder. Good, wonderful. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale to center. Send your arms back behind you in Yoga Mudra, interlaced fingers. Send your knuckles to the earth, your heart to the sky. Little bit of a back bend. You're going to inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to fold forward over your legs. Fold forward any amount. It's early in class, do not push. And then slowly unfold. Just unfold. All right, good. Right hand on left knee, turn to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, get taller, empty of breath, and see if you can twist a little bit more. Inhale, exhale back to center. Inhale and then exhale to the other side, looking over your right shoulder. Same thing here. You're inhaling and lengthening your spine, exhaling and then twisting a little more. Inhale and then exhale back to center. Great. All right. So we're going to do that. See if I can do this again a little differently. So send your arms straight up to the sky. And you're just going to flow from side to side like a willow tree in the wind, the branches of a tree in the wind, or like seaweed under the water moving with the currents. Just feel the flow. And then come back to center and bring your hands back down by your side. And we're going to work on our neck next. Send your chin to your chest. Look down at the mat. Send our nose to the ceiling. Bring your head to neutral. Left ear to left shoulder. Keep your shoulder down. So this is not your shoulder coming to your ear. It's your ear to your shoulder. Feel the stretch in the right side of your neck. Breathe into it and release it. Twice more. Breathe and release. Inhale and release. Bring your head back to neutral. Inhale and then exhale, other side. Again, feel that stretch on the side of your neck and breathe into it 3 times. And bring your head back to neutral. So going to make circles with our nose now. So your chin comes down, your nose goes to the side, up to the ceiling. So just make these circles with your head. And maybe you want to slow it down a little bit. Notice what you feel. You hear all those noises? Yeah, I do. And then the next time your chin is to your chest, reverse. Okay, great. Send your arms out to the side, your palms facing away from you. And we're going to do our hummingbird wings. And we start with tiny little circles, like you're making circles with your fingers, just tiny, tiny little ones, like a hummingbird hovering over a flower, trying to drink up that nectar a little bit. And then start to make your circles bigger and bigger and bigger, until they get so big that your fingers graze the mat or the floor. They come all the way up, fingers pointing to the sky, come back down. Feel those big, big, big circles. Let your shoulders open up. Big circles. Next time your fingers are on the mat, pause. And we're going to go the opposite way. Big circles. Big, big circles. Opposite direction. And now you're going to begin to make these circles smaller. But take your time. And make little itty bitty circles. Back to your hummingbird wings. And bring your arms down. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down, then go the other way. Okay, excellent. Inhale and then exhale, just bend forward as if you could bring your nose to the mat. And then send your whole torso to the left, back behind you, to the right, making circles. Making big, big circles. So let your arms be comfortable so that you can make these circles more easily. So you can have your fingertips on, but don't restrain yourself by holding your hands on the mat. And then the next time you're facing forward, pause and go the other way. So we're opening up our hips a little bit here. And energizing our sacral chakra, which is the second chakra, and come back up to sit. And that's about flow. It's a water sign and it's about flowing. So that's what we just did, yeah? Send your legs straight out in front of you. Okay. Dandasana. Hands alongside your hips, fingers pointing forward. Feet flexed, leg muscles engaged, your elbows, your arms close to your body, elbows bent slightly and pointing back. Standing up nice and tall, sitting up nice and tall, crown of your head reaching up, just like a mountain from the hips to the top of your head. You're in mountain pose. Mountain pose is a very powerful pose. It's the basis for almost every pose in yoga. Inhale your arms up, gather that energy, bring it to your heart. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This time you're going to add your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, flex your feet. Exhale, point your toes and straighten. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Bend and flex, point and straighten. And bring it down. Okay. Bring your left leg in and hug it. Yeah. And you know, I always like to thank my leg when I have it close by for carrying me around. You may wish to do the same. And then open it out to the side. Square your shoulders as if both legs were straight out in front of you. Good, good. Inhale, arms straight up. Inhale again, exhale, come forward, hinge forward from your hip socket all the way down. As far down as you can go, any amount. Let your arms relax. Let your hands come down to the mat. Let them relax. Yeah, good, good. Look at your foot. Bring your arms alongside your ears and hinge all the way back up. Bring your hands back down by your side. Good. Send both legs straight out. Right leg comes in and open it out to the side. And again, your sole of your foot can be anywhere along your left leg. All right, arms up. Inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to engage your abdominal muscles and hinge all the way down. Beautiful. Good, good. Wow, very good. Come all the way down as far as your body says is okay. Look at your foot. Bring your arms alongside your ears and hinge back up. Bring your hands back down by your side. All right. And extend both legs. Shake your legs out. All right. And we're going to come to onto our hands and knees. So if you like to use a blanket underneath your knees, do that. Put it there. It's just to pad your knees. It's not required. I like to use it. So your wrists are under your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. You're going to inhale and curl your spine towards the mat. Feel your heart moving forward. Press in to the mat with your hands. Exhale, arch your spine to the sky. Inhale, opposite curl. And keep this going at your own pace. Noticing the shape of your spine, noticing how your shoulder blades spread apart in cat, come together in dog. Notice other things. Notice how your vertebrae line up for you in these two different directions. And keep it going. This little vinyasa, cats and dogs, some people call them cats and cows. What they do is they release your spine, they ease the connections between each vertebra. And the next time you're in your cat spine, send your hips to your heels and come into child's pose, your variation of child's pose. Your knees could be wide apart. They can serve as a shelf for your chest, or wide apart so your chest can come lower to the mat. Send your arms alongside your legs so that your toes and your fingers are going in the same direction. It's like a little shell, like you've just created this nice little shell. Look up, send your right arm forward, send your left arm forward overhead. You're looking in between your hands. You're going to lift your hips, come forward, bring your hips forward. Send your heart between your hands. We're going to do that a couple more times. On an exhale, send your hips back, but you're not going to pause there. You're going to keep going back and forth. Inhale forward, exhale back. Do it slowly, but keep the momentum going. You can feel what you're stretching. You can feel where there's any resistance in your body. And it's okay, allow it. Just don't send it to the place where it hurts. And then next time you're on your way back with your hips to your heels, pause there. And then slide your hands to your knees and come to stand up on your knees. Okay, right. So today we're going to work on our warriors, but I want to get us nice and warmed up first. So send your right leg out in front of you, walk it forward. Right. And you're going to lift your arms alongside your ears and slide your hips forward. And then push and come back up, bring your hands down, your leg straightens. Take your time. Inhale. So this is a good place if you have blocks. There are blocks over there in that basket for those in the room to help you with this. You can hold on to blocks. That's it. Good. I know. All right. Okay. That's okay. You have a good reason. Step your left foot forward. Walk your foot forward a little. Inhale. Exhale, slide forward. Inhale, straighten your leg. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. So walk your left foot back and bring it back. Okay. So come back on to table. So we're going to do a pose here that is similar to, it's like a knee down warrior 3. So send your right leg back behind you on the ball of your foot. You're going to lift it up hip high. Now you can stay right here or send your left arm alongside your ear. Good, excellent, excellent. And this, in effect, you're using your abs to keep your core nice and strong. Your foot is hovering behind you, your toes are facing the floor, it's nice and straight. You are in the pattern for warrior 3. And bring everything down. Send your left leg back on the mat first, on the ball of your foot. Lift it up hip high. You can stay here or send your right arm alongside your ear for warrior 3. Knee down, warrior 3. And bring your hand down, bring your knee down. Okay. And come back up to stand on your knees. Okay. All right, good. So a couple of things that I want us to look at in our warrior poses. But first, let's come to stand. We're going to come on up now. So grab a chair there. I'm going to take this chair. So everybody. All right. Sorry, I lost my earbud. I'm placing it back in. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, good. All right, if you can get a chair, please get a chair. Good. And you're going to put it behind the chair. We're not going to use it right now, but we will use it because you don't have blocks at home, so we're going to use the chair. All right. But we're going to start with warrior one, right? And it's good to have it there just for support if you need it, right? So come to the top of your mat. You're going to inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to step back with your right leg. Just step back. And get your grounding, get your stance. So your legs should be in your back leg should come out a little bit more to the right. Yes, that's perfect. Same for you. So notice my legs are in their own track. Everybody at home, do the same thing. So your right leg should go a little bit more that way. The whole leg, the whole foot. Yeah, there you go. All right, good. All right, excellent. You're facing forward. So your back foot is slightly forward. You're going to lift your arms because warrior one, in the story of warrior one, he was, Lord Shiva created him from the earth and from his own, the oils from his body, and he was born up from the earth, came up from the earth. So bend your front knee, arms alongside your ears. Good, excellent. Your shoulders, you're facing forward. Excellent. Bring your arms down. You're going to interlace your fingers behind you. That's Yoga Mudra. You're going to inhale and then exhale, come forward over your bent knee or in line with your bent knee. Take a couple of breaths. On an inhale, you're going to push into the mat and come all the way back up. You're going to release your hands. You're going to step forward. Good. All right, let's do that on the other side. Left leg goes back. And once again, notice that your back foot is on an angle, but it's just a very slight angle. It's not, your toes shouldn't be going out to the side. Your right leg is bent, and you know your knee never goes past your ankle. So if it does, heel toe your foot forward. Inhale your arms up for warrior one. Good. Back leg is straight. Yes, good. This time, you're going to bring your hands together overhead for a prayer. All warriors say a prayer before they go into battle. Maybe you'll look up at your prayer, maybe not. If you're going to lose your balance, then don't do it. When you change your gaze, that's when the balance goes. It's got nothing to do with your stance. It's something else going on, right? And bring your arms back down. Interlace your hands. Straighten your arms. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Long, straight spine. So in this flat back, when we talk about a flat back, crown of the head reaches forward and your sits bones are going the same directions as your knuckles here. So I should be able to put my glass of champagne on your back here that I don't have, but you know. Release your arms, push in to the mat and step forward. Okay, all right, good. So in warrior two, so those of you at home can step off your mat to do this. Otherwise, you'll have to turn around to the long edge of your mat and you won't see me anymore, right? But you know this, so you can probably do it without seeing it. All right, so yes, that's it. And your toes are pointing forward, same direction as your nose. Yeah, good. And you're going to send your left foot away so that it's reaching away from you. So you have one foot going forward, the other like a right angle, the other going in the other direction. You're going to bend your left knee. And again, it does not go past your ankle. So it's either short of your ankle or directly. The best place is directly over. Your back leg is nice and straight, your back leg. It's the front leg that bends, not the back leg. Nice and straight back there. You're going to send your arms straight out. You're going to square your shoulders off with the edge of the mat, whichever edge you're on. Yeah, good. Yes, yes, arms straight out. Look over your left fingers. All right, warrior two. This is the warrior that's sizing up the challenge. You know, what's going on here? How can I make this work? Developing the strategy. You're going to inhale, bring your back arm down to your thigh. Bring your left arm up overhead and then let it frame your head for a reverse warrior. You can bring your right hand to your hip so that maybe you can curl just a little bit more and feel the stretch all the way on your left side. Come back to warrior two. Release your arms, send your left feet forward and send your right foot away. So we're going to do it on the other side. Good. Going to bend your right knee. Good. Again, don't let your knee go past your ankle. So a wider stance would help that. Yes. Yes, yes. Nice long straight back leg, knee over ankle. Square your shoulders to the edge of your mat. Send your arms straight out. Good. Excellent. Look over your right fingers. Beautiful. This time we're going to do a peaceful warrior. So send your left hand to your left thigh. Right arm goes up in the peace mudra and welcoming mudra. Yeah. And look up at your hand. And bring it down back to warrior two. Send your toes in the same direction as your nose. And then heel toe your feet together or just step them together. All right, good. Make it easy. Okay, so if everyone has a chair, if you have two blocks, you could use two blocks underneath your hands. So we're going to work now on warrior three. So take the back of your chair, and I recommend putting the chair on your mat. It depends. I don't see what you have at home, but you don't want your chair to slide. So put it on the mat. And you can do it the other way. Linda, let your chair face Benita. Yes, you can do it that way. Do the same thing with yours so that it's sturdy and that you still don't need a lot of room behind you. Okay, so you're going to hold on to the back of your chair. You're going to step your feet away from the chair. And you might have to keep stepping them a little bit more because what you want to do is create the shape of an L with your body. So keep walking your feet away. Yeah, good. That's fine. And bring your head inside your arms, that flat back we had before, and maybe step your feet back a little bit more. You want your ankles under your hips. So you have to take a look where your feet are, look where your arms are, adjust as needed. So I'm starting with my left leg because I don't want to put a lot of weight on my left leg. So I'm going to lift my leg up, and you can lift it up any amount. Make sure your hold is sturdy on the chair Send your left leg up behind you, any amount. It doesn't have to go as high as mine is. It shouldn't go higher than your hip. Your toes are pointed down, your hips are square. Excellent. Bring it down. And come up to stand for a moment. Okay. All right. We're going to do that. If it's better, if you feel it's better the other way, you know, turn your chair whichever way works best for you. I just wanted to make sure it didn't slip. Okay. So walk a little bit closer to your chair again, hands on your chair, and now we walk back. Keep walking back. Keep walking back until your ankles are under your hips and your ears are between your arms. Maybe walk back a little bit more. I'm going to do the same leg. You will do the right leg this time. You're going to lift your right leg and you're going to send it straight up, back behind you. Right? What did we do before? Whatever leg you did before, do the opposite one. You all know that. So whatever I said, if it was wrong, don't do it. And bring it down and walk forward. So typically, so what you did, Warrior 3, is typically, you wouldn't have the chair, but you would be doing the same thing. And you'll notice that when we were in this knee down version, that's exactly what we were doing. So you would be on one leg, another leg would go down, and you'd come all the way down with your arms. That's why we have the chair, right? For the gentle version of Warrior 3. But it was beautiful. Actually, it's easy with the chair, isn't it? It's not so hard. I like this. I like this a lot because it's a great way to practice Warrior 3. And what you can do, for those of you who want to be able to do it without the chair, one way to practice it is to, I'm going to do this side, you know, let one leg go, one arm go, the other, and eventually you'll let both arms go. All right. So 9:15 to 10. Oh, we don't have much time. Okay, so I wanted to put this into a little flow, but it's, you know, we'll go over just a little. That's okay. So remove the chair. We started a little late. Okay, remove the chair. Okay, so what I want to do, and typically we don't do flows like this in gentle yoga, but I think you're all ready for it. So we're going to start, you're going to start facing the top of your mat. Going to come on the ball of your right foot and step it back. You're going to come into your Warrior 1. You're going to bring your hands back down and very gently, you're going to step your back foot. Yes, 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 so that you're in Warrior 2. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Turn around. And you're going to do just without using your legs, you're going to come forward into a waist up Warrior 3. And bring it up. Good. And step forward. Okay. Step your left leg back. And I'm going to go this way because what do you have back? Your left leg back? Okay. Warrior 1. Go for the prayer. See if you can look up at it. Look forward. Open your arms to the side, straight out from your shoulders. Now you may have to bring them down when you step, but maybe you'll try to just step into Warrior 2. Good, very good. Very good. Peaceful warrior. Back to warrior two. Step back to a warrior one feet. Arms alongside your ears and come forward in a half warrior three. Bring your arms down, step your foot forward. All right, excellent. Very good. So bring yourself down to the mat, and the way I like to do that is to bend your head, lower your head, your shoulders. So gradually curl down, bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Hang like a rag doll, hang like a rag doll. And then put your hands on the mat, one leg, the other leg, and then make your way on to your back. All right. So we're going to do two last final cool down poses before Shavasana. And the first is to put your right ankle on top of your left thigh near your knee, just below your knee from where you are. Right, you all know this. So your right foot is flexed, toes to the ceiling. You're going to inhale, and on an exhale, bring your left leg into your chest and take hold of your left thigh with your hands, sending one inside your legs and the other wraps around. This is good for the sciatic nerve. Roll just very gently from side to side. And send your left leg straight up to the ceiling. And maybe rotate your foot. Point and flex, point and flex. Then release, bring your left foot back down to the mat. Uncross your leg. And cross the other side. So now it's your left ankle on your right thigh. Inhale and exhale your right leg into your chest. Roll a little from side to side. Lengthen it, lengthen your leg, rotate your foot. Point and flex. Bend your right knee, bring your foot down, uncross your legs. Okay. So the one last thing we might want to do here, you can take a blanket and put it under your hips, or you can just send your legs straight up to the sky. Just for a moment or two. Just breathe. Your legs straight up like this little inversion. Just this gentle inversion just helps improves your blood pressure, your blood flow, and drains the fluids in your legs. And then bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat, and come into Shavasana. Extend one leg and then the other. Your legs splay open. Splay open. Your arms are rotated, fingers cupped. And feel your whole back body, your whole body just letting go. Just assimilating all of the energy you just generated in your beautiful asana practice. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Begin to reawaken your body. Take a deep breath. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead and your feet away from you for a deep body yawn, big stretch. Oh, feel that stretch. And then bring your knees into your chest, hug them, and roll from side to side. And then release your knees, roll over onto your left side to come to a fetal position. And whenever you're ready, make your way up to sit. Take your time. And when you get there, bring your hands to your heart. And if you are leaving us now, I invite you to think about observing the world around you with compassion and without judgment. And for those of you who are staying for meditation, come to a comfortable seat, in a chair, on the mat, whatever works best for you. Feet flat on the floor if you are on a chair. Remember that any thoughts that come to mind during a meditation, it's natural and it's okay. It doesn't mean you're not meditating. Just acknowledge the thought and say later, and come back to your breath or the sound of my voice. More importantly, come back to the meaning and the words that you will hear. So take a deep breath and then come inside. Close your eyes. Your hands can be on your thighs, facing down or up. Your hands can be in the middle with your dominant hand on top of your other hand in a bowl shape, a receiving shape. You can put your thumbs together or not. And this meditation is going to be a meditation with breath to help you in your journey to be more mindful. And the words that you hear will be your words. So imagine you saying these words to yourself. On your next inhale, feel the flow of your breath reaching up to your brain, all the way up, to regenerate every cell of your brain. I feel the breath regenerating my brain so I may think more clearly. And as I take my next breath, I feel it reaching up to my eyes. My breath is at my eyes so that I may see beyond what my eyes can show me. And I feel my next breath at my ears. I can feel the sensation of my breath reaching my ears. So that I can listen more attentively and without judgment. I feel my next breath traveling to my mouth, to my throat, so that I can speak my mind, say what I feel with kindness. And I feel my next breath hovering at my neck to ease my tensions, to let them go. And my next breath lands in my shoulders to release my burdens, to stop carrying around things I no longer need. And I feel my next breath traveling down my shoulders to my fingertips, all the way down my arms, so that I can hug more closely, so that I can create with joy. And I feel my next breath at my heart, in my heart center, but I can hear my heart beating. I can feel it beat as I listen, as I bring my awareness to my heart, as my breath fuels my heart to stimulate compassion, so that I may be more compassionate to others, even those I do not know, and also be compassionate to myself, to love this body I am in. The only vehicle I have with which to live this precious life. I feel my next breath moving down to my belly, my furnace, my courage. I can feel it stirring up all my courage, leaving me fearless, so that there is nothing I cannot do, nothing I will not do that I need to do. I feel my next breath moving all the way down my legs, traveling down my thighs, over my knees, to my lower legs, to my feet, all the way to my toes. I can feel the breath traveling. So that I can be more mobile, so that I can continue on my journey with ease, moving from one spot to the next, from going forward always. And I feel my next breath at my heart center. The center of my body. the whole force of light and energy that makes my whole body one. And my last breath will go to the part of my body that needs a little extra help today. Maybe it's your leg, maybe it's your shoulders, wherever it is, send your breath to that spot. I send my breath to this uncomfortable spot and breathe into it to relieve the discomfort I feel. I send another breath up to the top of my head, to my spiritual center, to invigorate it and to allow the beauty of that spirit to flow down through my body. Take another breath. On an exhale, bring your chin to your chest. And lift your head, slowly opening your eyes gradually as you come up to sit. And bring your hands to your heart. Thank you all for being with me here today. And I encourage you to make every action a mindful one. Thank you so much. Namaste.